Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to 90 Day Fiancé latest news. On November 7th, 2025, Emily Bieberly, who is known to millions as the outgoing and lively star of 90 Day Fiancé, was transported to the hospital after falling at home because of severe stomach discomfort and nausea. Salina, Kansas, had a peaceful Tuesday morning. The Bieberly Blaze house, which is typically full of the sounds of kids and morning routines, was rather quiet. Emily Bieberly, who is 31, had been feeling sick for days. She had a constant discomfort in her stomach, nausea, and lethargy. But on November 7th, the pain got worse and turned into something scary. Family members say that Emily had just completed making breakfast for her son Coben when she grabbed her stomach, faltered, and fell to the floor in the kitchen. Her spouse, Kobe Blaze, who was also on 90 Day Fiancé, was in the adjacent room and ran to her side. He subsequently told a close friend. She was pale, sweating, and barely awake. "I had no idea what was going on. I just phoned 911. The ambulance got there in a matter of minutes." Doctors at Salina Regional Health Center promptly began testing Emily after she was brought there. The first diagnosis was scary. Acute symptoms connected to a grossly obese liver, which had been going on for months without being seen. Within hours, Instagram showed a picture of Emily in a hospital bed with her eyes closed and an IV in her arm. A family member put it up as a quiet request for prayers. It caused a media tempest instead. The picture was posted on fan websites, reality TV blogs, and even news sites. People said things like, "Praying for you, Emily. You're stronger than this, and Kobe, stay strong." The 90 Day Fiancé fandom, which is known for being very involved, came together to help. But the fact that it went viral also garnered attention. Some people wondered if the picture should have been shared at all. Some people thought about what might have caused her condition, pointing to her recent weight loss struggle and the stress of being in the public eye. The talk immediately turned from concern to a wider discussion about the effects of becoming famous in real life. Doctors said that Emily had non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, which is a dangerous illness that is commonly ignored. People often say that it has to do with a bad diet, stress, and problems with metabolism. The medical team said that uncontrolled life stress and irregular eating habits were major factors in Emily's situation. One nurse is believed to have commented, "She's been pushing herself too hard. Her body gave out because she was filming raising 3 kids and keeping up with social media." Emily had to balance being an influencer, a mother, a wife, and a public figure. People praised her recent weight loss after giving birth online, but sources say she was skipping meals, eating out, and not sleeping well. A close acquaintance said, "She wanted to look good for the cameras, but she forgot to look after herself." Kobe Blaze, who is from Cameroon, has always been seen as the dependable, loving spouse in their relationship. But after Emily fell, he was clearly shaken. A family member added, "He cried at the hospital. He kept saying, 'I should have seen the signs.'" Since Emily went to the hospital, Kobe has been in charge of the house by himself, taking care of their 3 kids, talking to physicians, and answering questions from the media. Friends say he is mentally devastated and having trouble balancing his sadness with being a father. Kobe said to his supporters, "Emily is my heart," in a short message. "It hurts to see her like way. Please pray for her." The Bieberly family has always been tight, and they have been on 90 Day Fiancé for a long time. David and Lisa, Emily's parents, were some of the first people to get to the hospital. Her mother, who had fought with Kobe on TV, was said to be inconsolable. "She kept saying, 'How did this happen?' said a hospital worker. She's putting the blame on herself, the show, and the stress." The couple's kids, Coben, Scarlett, and infant Adam, are too little to realize how serious things are. But their routines have been thrown off, and they really miss their mother. Emily's siblings have also helped out by watching the kids and attempting to keep things normal. But the emotional burden is great. One sibling said, "We're just trying to keep it together." Emily's hospitalization has brought up again the stress that reality TV stars have to deal with. Reality stars are always being watched, and their meals, clothes, and parenting choices are all talked about online. Emily became famous for her honest nature and intense relationship dynamics. Some people love her while others hate her. People praised her postpartum journey, which she described in detail on social media, but they also criticized it harshly. A former producer remarked, "She was trying to be everything, a fit mom, an influencer, a wife, and a star. But there is no way to turn this off. It's tiring." Experts emphasize that the stress of maintaining a public persona might lead to major health implications. Dr. Marissa Klein, a psychotherapist who works with people who have been hurt by the media, said, "We see this a lot. The body will eventually fight back." Fans have set up prayer circles, donated flowers to the hospital, and posted a lot of supportive remarks on social media in Selena and other places. A vigil was arranged at a church in the area, and many people from the town came. Pastor James Holloway remarked, "She's one of us. We've seen her grow, fight, and love. Now we're here for her." On social media, hashtags like #PrayForEmily and #Team Bieberly have been popular. Other cast members from 90 Day Fiancé also expressed tributes, including touching remarks from Yara Zaya, Loren Brovarnik, and Bilal Haziz. Yara wrote, "She's a warrior. We're all behind her. There is no noise in Emily's hospital room right now. Monitors beep, devices hum, and nurses sometimes whisper. Kobe sits next to her, holding her hand and giving words of support. She's stable," a doctor confirmed. "But she's feeble. It will take some time." Since her admittance, Emily hasn't spoken anything in public. Her phone is still and her social media is quiet. But others who know her well say she knows about all the help she's getting. Her sister said, "She smiled when we told her about the prayers. She knows she is loved." Medical professionals stress that fatty liver disease can often be avoided. But the pressures of celebrity hid the warning flags for Emily. Dr. Klein remarked, "She didn't pay attention to the tiredness, the bloating, or the pain. She thought it was stress. She believed she could get through it." Her breakdown is a strong reminder of how important it is to pay attention to your body. A fan added, "It's not just about Emily. It's about everyone who thinks they can't be hurt." While Emily is recovering, her family, admirers, and co-stars have time to think. The gloss of reality TV has faded, and the rawness of being human has taken its place. Kobe replied quietly, "She's not just a star. She's my wife. She is a mother. She's a person." The hospital picture, which used to be a viral hit, is now a symbol of something deeper. The price of being in the public eye, the fragility of health, and the strength of community. Emily Bieberly's rise to prominence on reality TV from a little town in Kansas was never just about love. It was also about being seen. She was one of the few cast members of 90 Day Fiancé who had to deal with being a mother, being married, and being famous all at the same time. This made her a symbol of modern female under strain. Cultural critic Marla Jennings stated, "She carried the weight of representation. Young mothers saw themselves in her. Immigrant families might relate to Kobe's problems, but that level of visibility has a price." Emily's social media accounts used to be full of funny videos and family photos, but that has changed in the last several months. People who followed noted that there was more and more focus on body image, brand collaborations, and controlled perfection. "It didn't feel real anymore," said one longtime devotee. "It seemed like she was acting healthy instead of being healthy." In the world of influencers, quiet speaks volumes. Fans were worried when Emily suddenly stopped posting on Instagram and TikTok. Her final post, a sponsored skincare reel, now seems like a ghost from her past. "She was smiling and glowing," stated at Bieberly Updates, the fan account admin. "Now she's in a hospital bed." It's jarring. The difference between how people act online and how they act in real life has become a big deal. Emily's situation has been exploited by mental health advocates to show how dangerous it is to spend too much time online. Therapist Dr. Lila Moreno remarked, "We're seeing burnout disguised as ambition." Emily's collapse is a wake-up call. TLC producers are said to be having a hard time figuring out what to do behind the scenes. Emily and Kobe were supposed to be in a future episode of 90 Day Fiancé. Happily Ever After? And filming had already started. A crew member said, "She was pushing through tiredness. We thought she was just worn out. We didn't realize how bad it was." The network hasn't said anything publicly, but people who work there claim there are talks about whether to air. The morning of November 7th was just like any other morning in the Bieberly Blaze house. The smell of scrambled eggs was still in the kitchen, and Emily was helping her son Coben get ready for preschool while cartoons played quietly in the background. But there was something amiss behind the surface. She had been feeling bad for days, with waves of nausea, tiredness, and a dull pain in her stomach that she thought was stress. She had a photo session planned for later that week, and a deadline for a brand deal coming up. There wasn't enough time to be sick. Emily then suddenly grabbed her stomach, swayed, and fell on the tile floor. Kobe Blaze, her spouse and another 90-day fiancé alum, was in the living room folding clothes when he heard the noise. He ran to her side and saw that she was pale, sweaty, and barely awake. Later, he told a friend, "She looked at me like she was scared. I've never seen her like that." He contacted 911 right away. Within minutes, the paramedics came and took Emily to Salina Regional Health Center. Her illness had gotten worse by the time she got there. The doctors did a lot of tests and immediately diagnosed her with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which was bad enough to make her sick and pass out. The word got out quickly. A family member posted a picture of Emily in a hospital bed with her eyes closed and an IV in her arm on Instagram within hours. It was supposed to be a quiet appeal for prayers. Instead, it spread like wildfire on the internet. It was shared again on fan pages. Reality TV blogs picked it apart. It was picked up by mainstream media. There were a lot of messages in the comments, such "Praying for you, Emily. Stay strong," and "Kobe, we're with you." The 90-Day Fiancé fandom, which is known for being very involved, came together to help. But the picture that went viral also caused a lot of talk. Some people questioned the morality of sharing such a private moment. Some people guessed what was wrong with her, referring to her recent weight loss and the stress of being in the public eye. The talk immediately grew from worry to a more general look at the effects of being famous in real life. Doctors said that Emily's problems were caused by long-term stress and bad eating habits, which were probably made worse by her busy life. One nurse said, "She's been running on fumes." With all the filming, parenting, and managing her online presence, it's no surprise that her body gave out. Emily had to balance being an influencer, a mother, a wife, and a public figure. People praised her weight loss after giving birth online, but insiders say she was skipping meals, eating fast food, and not getting enough sleep. A close acquaintance said, "She wanted to look good for the cameras, but she forgot to look after herself." Kobe Blaze was heartbroken. He was known for being cool and always being there for others, yet he broke down in tears at the hospital. He told a family member, "I should have seen the signs. She was always tired." She continued, stating she didn't feel right. Kobe has been in charge of the whole house since Emily's admission. He has been taking care of their 3 children, working with doctors, and answering questions from the media. Friends say he is mentally exhausted since he is trying to deal with his sadness and be a good father at the same time. Kobe issued a short note to supporters that said, "Emily is my heart. It hurts to see her like way. Please pray for her." The Bieberly family, who have been on 90-Day Fiancé for a long time, came together to support Emily. David and Lisa, her parents, got to the hospital within a few hours. Her mother, who had famously fought with Kobe on film, was heartbroken. She continued asking, "What happened?" said a hospital worker. "She's putting the blame on herself, the show, and the stress." Emily's siblings helped take care of the kids so that Coben, Scarlett, and newborn Adam could feel like things were normal. But you could feel how much they missed their mother. Her sister added, "Emily is the glue. Everything feels like it's falling apart without her." The crisis has brought back up the topic of the stress that reality TV stars go through. People who are on reality TV are always being watched. People talk about their meals, clothes, and parenting choices online all the time. People have praised and condemned Emily, who became famous for being honest and having a tumultuous relationship. People praised her for sharing her postpartum journey in detail on social media, but they also criticized her harshly. A former producer remarked, "She was trying to be everything, a fit mom, an influencer, a wife, and a star." But there is no way to turn this off. It's tiring. Experts in mental health say that the stress of having to act in public can have major effects on health. Dr. Marissa Klein, a psychotherapist who works with people who have been hurt by the media, said, "We see this a lot. The body will eventually fight back." Fans have set up prayer circles, given flowers to the hospital, and filled social media with words of support in Salina and beyond. A vigil was arranged at a church in the area, and many people from the town came. Pastor James Holloway remarked, "She's one of us. We've seen her grow, fight, and love. Now we're here for her." Hashtag Pray for Emily and hashtag Team Bieberly have become popular on the internet. Other cast members from 90 Day Fiancé wrote condolences, including touching notes from Yara Zaya, Loren Brovarnik, and Bilal Haziz. Yara wrote, "She's a warrior. We're all behind her." Emily's room is quiet within the hospital. There are buzzing monitors, humming machinery, and nurses whispering every now and then. Kobe sits next to her, holding her hand and giving words of support. A doctor said, "She's stable. But she's feeble. It will take some time." Since her admittance, Emily hasn't spoken anything in public. Her phone is still, and her social media is still. But others close to her say she knows how much support she's getting. Her sister said, "She smiled when we told her about the prayers. She knows she is loved." Doctors say that fatty liver disease is often avoidable. But for Emily, the demands of stardom hid the warning signs. Dr. Klein remarked, "She didn't pay attention to the tiredness, the bloating, or the pain. She thought it was stress. She believed she could get through it." Her breakdown is a strong reminder of how important it is to pay attention to your body. A fan added, "It's not just about Emily. It's about everyone who thinks they can't be hurt." While Emily is recovering, her family, fans, and co-stars are all thinking about her. The gloss of reality TV has faded, and in its stead is the rawness of being human. Kobe remarked softly, "She's not just a star. She's my wife. She is a mother. She's a person." The hospital photo, which used to be a global hit, is now a symbol of something deeper. The price of being in the public eye, how fragile health is, and how strong a community can be. Emily's rise to popularity on reality TV from a little town in Kansas was never simply about love. It was also about getting noticed. She became a symbol of modern womanhood under strain because she was one of the few cast members of 90 Day Fiancé who had to deal with being a mother, getting married, and being famous at the same time. Cultural critic Marla Jennings stated, "She carried the weight of representation. Young mothers saw themselves in her. Immigrant families might relate to Kobe's problems. But that level of visibility has a price." Emily's social media accounts used to be full of funny videos and family photos, but that has changed in the last several months. People who followed noted that there was more and more focus on body image, brand collaborations, and controlled perfection. "It didn't feel real anymore," said one longtime devotee. "It seemed like she was acting healthy instead of being healthy." In the world of influencers, quiet speaks volumes. Fans were worried when Emily suddenly stopped posting on Instagram and TikTok. Her last post, a sponsored skincare clip, seems like it was made in a different world than the one she's in now. "She was smiling and glowing," says the fan account at Bieberly Updates. "Now she's in a hospital bed. It's jarring." The difference between how people act online and how they act in real life has become a big deal. Emily's situation has been exploited by mental health advocates to show how dangerous it is to spend too much time online. Therapist Dr. Lila Moreno remarked, "We're seeing burnout disguised as ambition." Emily's collapse is a wake-up call. TLC producers are said to be having a hard time figuring out what to do behind the scenes. Emily and Kobe were supposed to be in a future episode of 90 Day Fiancé. Happily Ever After? And they had already started recording. A crew member commented, "She was pushing through her tiredness. We believed she was just sleepy. We didn't know it was this bad." The blinds are drawn in the hospital room to keep out the bright Kansas sun. The machines hum gently. A monitor beeps in time with Emily Bieberly's heart. She lies still as her body slowly adjusts to the collapse that shocked her family, her fans, and the world of reality TV. Kobe Blaze is still with her. He sleeps in the chair next to her bed with his hand on hers. Nurses claim he hardly eats or talks. One staff member said, "He's here every hour. He talks to her even when she's asleep. He tells her stories about the youngsters. On their first date, about Cameroon." Emily was taken to Salina Regional Health Center in a hurry days ago. It was a shock to find out that the diagnosis was non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. But the emotional effects have been considerably worse. Her fall wasn't merely a medical issue. It was a break in the story of strength she had constructed up online and on TV. People had always said that Emily was strong, outspoken, and had strong opinions. She fought with her parents, stood up to Kobe, and defended her choices with confidence that she didn't have to apologize for. But underneath that, there was a woman who was stretched thin by being a mother, being famous, and the invisible work of always being on. She was tired, her sister stated softly, but she didn't want to let anyone down. The quiet in her hospital room is very different from the noise outside. Fans are still posting tributes, prayers, and thoughts online. Some people talk about their own experiences with burnout and illness. Some people analyze her path to figure out how someone so full of life could fall so severely. One fan remarked, "She was our mirror. We saw ourselves in the mess she made, and now we see ourselves in her fall." The cultural reckoning goes on. Emily's example has been exploited by mental health advocates to show how dangerous too much time spent online can be. They say that influencer burnout is not just mental, but also physical. The stress of having to be perfect and do health might make you sick. Dr. Lila Moreno, a therapist, observed, "She was putting on strength, but her body couldn't keep up with the show." TLC producers are still quiet behind the scenes. Emily and Kobe were in the middle of filming for an upcoming episode of Happily Ever After. Crew members said she pushed through being tired during filming, often skipping meals and masking her pain. One producer commented, "We thought she was just tired. We didn't know it was this bad." The network is itself in a tough spot. What to do with video of a woman going crazy in real time? Some people who work for the company say that being open about the footage could lead to vital conversations. Some people are worried about being taken advantage of. "It's a fine line," said Dr. Anika Shah, an expert on media ethics. "Do you show the truth, or do you protect the person behind the mask?" The Bieberly home in Salina is quiet. Emily's parents are now in charge of taking care of her. Every morning, Coben asks about Mommy. Scarlett holds on to her grandma. Adam cries more than normal. Lisa Bieberly remarked they miss her. Everyone does. The family has made a new schedule that includes morning walks, story time, and peaceful dinners. But the lack is obvious. Emily was the heart of the home. She was the one who made things happen. Everything seems to be on hold without her. Her brother added, "She's the heart of this family. Right now, we're just trying to keep the beat going." Kobe has become the emotional center. His friends say he is gentle but fierce, which means he is able to deal with his sadness with grace. He cooks, cleans, takes care of kids, and prays. His Instagram stories used to be full of fun family experiences, but now they are silent thoughts. A recent post had a picture of Emily's hand in his, with the simple phrase, "Still here." The picture hit home. Fans shared it again, adding their own messages of optimism. One person wrote, "Love is staying. Even when it's hard." The amount of support has been overwhelming. Fans have donated care packages, set up fundraisers, and even started a petition asking TLC to give cast members mental health support. "She gave us so much," said Tasha Green, the organizer. "Now it's our turn." The trend has gotten people talking more about the ethics of reality TV. Should networks provide therapy? Should influencers learn about wellness? Emily's fall has become a trigger. Tasha replied, "She's not just a patient. She's a sign." Emily's status is steady, but precarious while she is in the hospital. Doctors say it will take a long time to get better. Her liver needs time to become better. She needs to relax her body. She needs some peace and quiet. Her doctor said, she's fighting. But she's also giving up on being still, on caring, and on the fact that she can't do everything. Emily hasn't said anything in public. No one has touched her phone. Her social media is quiet. But others close to her say she knows how much support she's getting. Her sister added, "She cried when we read her the messages. She knows she's not alone." The quiet has turned into a statement in its own right. Emily's pause says a lot in a world that needs frequent updates. It states, "I am a person. I'm exhausted. I need some time." Dr. Moreno said, "She's getting her breath back." And that's a big deal. The effects on culture keep spreading. Podcasts break down her trip. Articles look at the link between fame and health. Fans contribute letters, poems, and articles. People look at their own life via the story of Emily. Dr. Shah, a sociologist, observed, "She was doing everything right. Still, her body said enough." The story has really struck a chord with millennial women, many of whom are mothers, work, and use social media. One tweet that went popular wrote, "We're all Emily." one missed meal away from burning out. Kobe walks slowly down the hospital hallway late at night. He talks to the nurses. He looks in on Emily. He prays in the chapel. He said once, "I just want her back. I just want her to laugh again." He has made the chapel his safe place. He lights up candles. He keeps a journal. He reads portions from the Bible. He told a pal, "Faith is what keeps me going." Love and faith. Emily's parents have also found comfort in their faith. Lisa goes to church in the morning. David helps out in the hospital. He remarked, "We're trying to stay useful." It helps with feeling helpless. The family has requested for privacy, but they have also said thank you. Lisa stated, "We feel the love. We feel the prayers." Emily's strength steadily comes back as the days go by. She opens her eyes more regularly now. She hears voices and replies. She holds Kobe's hand tightly. Her nurse said, "She's coming back." Little by little, but the path ahead is long. Diet, rest, and therapy are all things that will need to change in order to become better. It will need limits. It will take saying no. Dr. Moreno added, "She's learning to choose herself." That's the hardest part. The hospital shot, which was once a global hit, is now a symbol of something deeper. The high cost of living in the spotlight, the fragility of health, and the strength of community. The story of Emily Bieberly is no longer only about reality TV. It's about the messy, sad, and wonderful truth of being human. Even while the cameras are off, people are still observing the world with care, concern, and hope. This gossip is over. If you liked the video, then give your opinion in the comment box and stay with us by subscribing the channel. Thank you.